Last March, developer Miranda Homes went before the Campbell County Planning Commission to propose a single-family residential development for 93 homes on approximately 47 acres at 10743 South Licking Pike. However, a cluster overlay design would allow them to place 93 homes on 18 acres of land. The remaining acreage would be used for green space and community space from what the developers have stated. The battle against the subdivision is ongoing, and most recently, a motion to transfer the case from the Kentucky Court of Appeals to the Kentucky Supreme Court was filed. Jen Armstrong moved to unincorporated Campbell County to escape the proximity of city life. The proposed Miranda Homes development would surround her property on 3 sides. A potential access road for the development would run parallel to her driveway.
So this open field here and that home and the barn, and behind us and a little bit further to the north, there's about 47 acres together that was it's the Burns estate, the Burns homestead. They had 3 children, and we purchased one of the houses from the children, which is why we're so close to this proximity. And the 47 acres had been up for sale. And unfortunately, again, with prices this high, really a developer is the only one that could really afford it. The plan that's out there now, it's still not finalized, but the plan is they're going to tear down the house and the barn. And in these 47 acres, they're going to build anywhere between 90 and 100 houses. My understanding, it is cluster living. Mm-hmm. The clustered living, it's called a cluster overlay. They're very small property lines in between the homes. There's going to be a house to the side of that house. It's going to be 5 feet property line, 5 feet, and then a house. That's great for city living. This obviously is not the city. This is unincorporated Campbell County. I don't live in the city limits. I don't pay city taxes. So not against the development of the land, I understand, but not to have almost 100 homes put in only about 20 acres that are buildable. So it's going to be 100 homes on about 20 acres.
Brian Miller is the Executive Vice President of the Building Industry Association of Northern Kentucky. Miller told Link NKY that it's all about supply and demand and that people have to live somewhere.
The way it is right now, you see, you have your urban areas, you have your first-ring suburbs, your suburbs, and then you get into a little more less dense rural areas, and then you get way out in the exurbs, right? And those are our choices right now. And there are development patterns that have been happening for a long time, or very recently, that are kind of carved out to serve those areas. I live, at my age right now, I'm in my mid-50s, and I don't want to drive everywhere. And there are a lot of people who like walkability. But there's only so many choices with walkability. And unless you change the development pattern, you've got what you got. You can put more sidewalks in, you can make things more expensive, you can make housing less affordable by adding all those things, or you can choose a new path and move to a different type of development pattern.
The part of Campbell County where Armstrong lives saw a 17.6% increase in population over the past 10 years. Population growth throughout northern Kentucky requires additional housing. But for someone like Armstrong who moved to escape the density of urban housing, she'd rather not see it out her back window.
Want to make sure, again, we're not against the development, it's just the amount.